Now that you understand what white balance actually is and the differences between light temperatures, how do you get your camera to read the light properly? Today, most cameras are incredibly accurate with their automatic white balance modes. Many cameras will have preset white balance modes that are basically just setting it to read light in different Kelvin temperatures. By shifting through these settings, you can see how your camera reads the light differently.
All right, so let's just set our white balance. Initially, we're going to start with the auto white balance feature. So we go into our menu and just, for each camera, it's going to be different, but typically pretty easily, there'll be a white balance or WB button on your camera. So you push that and up comes the white balance features and we'll select auto white balance. And you can see that, William Shakespeare looks natural, the colors look right. So let's take a picture of this. So let's go over to the cloudy setting. And you can see that it looks almost the exact same, not a whole lot of change there. And now let's just see the difference between cloudy and daylight. So the daylight, you can tell it's a little bit bluer, but it still looks pretty good. We're kind of in an in-between area right now. And now let's go to the last outdoor setting or preset for white balance, which is shade. And with the shade, you can see that it's gone a bit warmer because this is really meant for less direct sunlight. It's meant for when you're in a very shaded area. All right, so now that we've done the outdoor presets, let's go into the indoor ones just to see what happens when you're outside in daylight, but using an indoor preset. So first up, let's go to tungsten light. Now immediately you can see how blue it gets. And this again is because the white balance setting thinks that it's supposed to be oranger, and because we're outside, the light is much bluer. Now continuing down, let's go to the fluorescent setting, which you can see it's a little bit less blue. It's not quite as low on the Kelvin scale. This is closer to 4,000 Kelvin. And lastly, on this camera at least, the next option would be for your flash. So this camera has a built-in flash. You can see that it's gone a bit warmer now, so this is really meant for more of a daylight balance flash.
Now is a great time to practice with your camera. Try adjusting the white balance settings to see what settings work best for you in different locations. Also play with mixed lighting, shooting in a room with lights on and some daylight spilling in through a window. Also, when shooting at sunrise or sunset, you will really notice a shift in color temperatures. All these things will help you become a better photographer if you pay attention to what Kelvin works best for you. Presets and auto white balance are all great features, but understanding what your camera is doing is what is most important.